Hey everybody, it's Rich from Billetspin. So glad everybody could make it to our live video unveiling of our first ever whistle. Now, some of you that have been following Billetspin for a while, you know that I personally, not as part of Billetspin, but me and my daughter Ella went down to the shop on a Saturday, and I asked her, hey, let's hang out, little father-daughter bonding time. And so I said, hey, let's make something, and so we looked on the computer and just tried to get some ideas, and she decided on a whistle after about a half an hour looking at different various things that we could do. I tried to talk her into a necklace pendant, but she was dead set on a whistle. So that's what we did. Her and I went down there on a Saturday, and we spent probably about 8 hours making a whistle. I've never made a whistle before. I don't know at that point I didn't understand the physics of even how the whistle worked. And so it was a very neat thing for me to be able to spend time with her. And the crazy thing is that I put the pictures up on like on Instagram and some on Facebook, and those whistles got so much attention. People were just begging me and her to make some more that we could make available to the public, because we made 4, but they were just hers. They're nothing that we were going to sell or anything like that. And so because I had so many people, that were asking for it, I said, hey, why don't we do that? And the attention that they got, the amount of likes and comments were, really, really high. So I was quite surprised by that. But I love making new things. And the neat thing about a whistle is that there's so much to it that I didn't understand. And I love learning new things. And so I thought, what a cool project to bring this into Billetspin and start making them. Now, this design is different than the one that Ella and I made. And because Ella's in school, she's only 13 years old, for those of you that don't know my youngest daughter, she's got enough on her plate right now. So this one I just designed on myself. Ella had no part of it. But we'll get into one of the really cool aspects of the design of this top. And down the road, my plan is to get her involved in one of the iterations of this, maybe later on this year. So very, very cool. So once again, it looks like we've hit our 2 o'clock here when we advertised this video was going to start. So let's get right into it. I know you don't want to be looking at me all day. Here is the first ever Billetspin whistle. Now, let's go through a couple things. First off, this whistle is 3 pieces. The mouthpiece is made out of stainless steel. And then there's a pin that you can see in the front, right around these 3 holes here. And that pin is in there. That's what directs the air in order to make it whistle. Now there's quite a bit to it. Getting everything perfect so that it does whistle, it was quite a challenge. But I think we really got it figured out. This is a tri-chamber. It has 3 sound chambers that produce sound. And the mouthpiece I had originally made, and I posted some teaser pics on Facebook, and I said that the mouthpiece by itself whistles. And that is no longer correct. You need the body, which here's the body, and it screws into the body and traps the air in the back, and that's what produces the whistle. Now in the back of it, we have a lanyard hole, and that lanyard hole is going to be a little bit under 3/16 of an inch. You'll be able to put it on a key ring, put it on the lanyard. A lot of people requested for that. So, but the beauty of this system is this. You can see on the mouthpiece itself, we have a threaded end, and we have an O-ring. And so what the O-ring does is, if you look at the connection on the body here, you can see the front bore there is where that O-ring rides, similar to like how a lot of the flashlights are set up. And what that does is it won't let the 2 pieces come unscrewed just from vibration. So while you're carrying this, they're not going to come unscrewed. Gives it a really nice feel as you assemble it together. So that's the way it works. You have the body and you have the mouthpiece, and those 2 need to be together in order for this to whistle. Now, one of the things that I learned in doing this is that the depth of the hole, I'll go back to the body here, this one, the depth of the hole in the body is what controls the tone or the frequency of the whistle. And the deeper that hole is, the lower the tone or the lower the frequency. I'm not musically inclined whatsoever, so hopefully I've got my words here correct. And so what I thought would be cool is if you take a look, I'll show you this guy right here. We're making these out of standard materials. We're going to get into that a little bit later, but this one you're looking at is brass, okay? I want you to look at that one, and then I want you to look at this one. And you can see how this one has 3 grooves in it, and this one only has 2. And that's because those make a different sound, okay? And that's going to be true. You can see there's a 2-groove copper, a 3-groove copper, and then we have a 2-groove stainless and a 3-groove stainless. So the 2-groove is going to be the lower. Here's the 2 and the 3, okay? So I want to just demo this. Now, for those of you listening with headphones or something like that, I'm going to blow into this thing. The microphone on the phone is going to drown this down, so it shouldn't be too loud for you, but just so you know, I'm going to blow on it here. But what I want you to notice is not how loud it is, okay? I want you to just listen to the sound it makes. Now, the only problem is for this live video, I only brought one mouthpiece, so I'm going to actually have to swap it out. But this one here is the 3-groove. Get it up close here. Okay. And this one's going to be a little higher. So listen to this. Okay. That's the 3-groove. And now I'm going to switch this thing out, and I'm going to put it on the 2-groove here. This is a 4-turn, takes 4 turns to put it in there, all right? So quite a difference there in tone, and I hope that the phone picked it up correctly. The lower tone one is a little bit easier on the ears. When I originally did this, I had a much higher tone, and it was really, really hard on my ears. And so the lower tone seems to be better. We did some testing today with the Spl Meter, and that measures decibels. And we had the whistle about 6 feet away from the meter, and I've never used one of these meters, so hopefully I did it correctly, but we were reading about 118 to 120 decibels, and the higher pitched one, the 3 one, always consistently came out a couple decibels lower than the lower pitch for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, but maybe it was just a coincidence with my lungs, but that's just kind of the way it works. So it's a real easy system. Just unscrew it, put on a stainless here, and like I said, it's going to be about 4 turns, and it's all assembled with the lanyard there. The overall length of this thing is right around 2 inches, 2 inches long, and the copper version with the 3, that's going to be the heaviest one. That one is 30 grams. So it's overall, it's very light, it's compact. It's between a 1/2 inch and it's about 540 thousandths in diameter. So a little over a 1/2 inch in diameter. I started out a little bit bigger, and I just kept going down because I wanted to make it really, really easy for you guys to carry. Now, I'll show you what this part looks like. So the 3 holes go all the way through, okay? And then again, the pin is what makes it actually whistle. Apologize if you guys can hear my dogs. Somebody must be here. But anyways, so that's kind of how the system works. So basically, here's the next part of this, and this is what I was getting into with Ella. As far as future designs go, the beauty of this is that the connecting mechanism, the threads that we use, we are going to use this for all future designs for these whistles, future modifications. So let's say 6 months down the road I change the mouthpiece design. I'm still going to use this connection. So if you have a body, you'll be able to put the new mouthpiece into your existing body. Now let's say I change the body and you want to buy a new body, something that it's going to do a little different tone or what have you. Maybe we're going to do exotics later on. you're going to be able to attach it to your mouthpiece. So these are going to be sold separately. Okay, so we have one mouthpiece, and then we have 6 bodies that are going up for sale this Friday, okay, May 25th at noon Central. And the mouthpiece is going to be $40, and the bodies are going to be $40 each. So here's another thing. When it comes to ordering, so they're going to go live at noon Central, and you're going to be able to just order whatever you want. So let's say that you order 6 different things. This is going to be a time sale. It's going to go on for 1 week. So you're going to have plenty of time, and there's no limit on these because we're doing standard materials here. So there's no rush. You can put everything in your cart and check out. And if you do it that way, you'll only be charged shipping once. But if you buy 3 things and then 4 days later you go back and buy a couple more, you're going to be charged shipping again. Every time you place an order, you're going to be charged shipping. So try to get, think about it, get exactly what you want, put it in your cart, get it checked out. Now this is going to be a pre-order sale similar to what we did on the Evolution. I'm going to take and whatever you guys order, that's what we are going to make. So I'm guessing fulfillment, we've started on the mouthpieces already. We have about 500 of the pins done, and now we're on the mouthpieces. So I don't expect this is going to take long. Probably a couple weeks for me to finish fulfillment. This is a new product for us. I don't know what the response is going to be here. Hopefully it's good, but it's just a little something different. Now, you might be saying, Rich, why whistles? You're a top maker. Why are you getting into whistles? Well, here's the deal. Number one, it's something different. It's something, I don't want Billetspin to turn into a job for me. And I really was curious after doing that whistle with Ella. I was very curious about whistles, and I saw the reception that the ones me and her got, and so I thought, why not? And I think there's a big following for whistles. Obviously, there's a lot of people who collect whistles just like they collect tops, and this is a way for me to reach those people and introduce Billetspin to them. People who aren't interested in tops or who would never find Billetspin because they just don't know that they like tops yet or whatever. And so this is a way that I can kind of reach them. If you guys know people, if you know groups or whatever, when you order these and you think they might be interested and you could share this, that would be fantastic. I'd appreciate any help you can give me. So I think I've got everything pretty much covered. So we'll go over it again here. May 25th, noon Central. 1 week sale, unlimited. All mouthpieces are going to be stainless steel, $40. All the bodies, all right? You've got 2 styles of each. You've got the 3 groove, which is the high tone, and the 2 groove, which is the low tone. So you got the brass, you've got the copper, and then you've got the stainless. And each of those bodies is also going to be $40. And so you can order one mouthpiece with a bunch of different bodies. They're going to be sold separately. So you're going to get the way the website is going to work is you're going to buy one mouthpiece or however many mouthpieces you want, and then the bodies will be sold just like this. So you're going to be able to order one body, 3 brasses, a stainless, however you want to mix and match them, which I think is going to be pretty nice. Now, in the future, we absolutely will be doing exotics. I can promise you we'll be doing exotics for the body. The problem with the mouthpiece, I have to do research on what is safe for you to actually put in your mouth. And I know stainless steel is. So I have to find out, about different materials for the mouthpiece. But here's the deal. The body is what I'm really going to be focused on as far as doing different exotics. So I have exotics on order now that I have the design proven out. I know what the finished diameter is. I know what the length. So I have exotics coming, but I can tell you the bodies are going to be a little pricey with the exotics because they're so long this way. You're using, it's quite a bit of material, where with tops you're using, even though it's bigger diameter, it's shorter this way. And so it's going to be a little pricey. I'm going to be doing mokume for sure and Timascus. I have some Damascus coming, which I think is going to look really nice. This is just for the bodies. So these whistles are not going to be like tops, whereas when they're sold out, they're gone for good. Okay, this design, this tri-chamber design, I'm going to be utilizing. So, you might see me sell these again, 2 months from now. The exact same thing. You might see me offer different finishes, or you might see me do that cool stainless treatment where where it's brown, something like that. So I'm not retiring this design. This is going to be ongoing, totally different system than what I do on top. So I just want to be clear on that. So if you do happen to miss this sale, or things are tight and you can't do it, more than likely you're going to have a shot at it in another month or two. Okay, and once the exotics get here, I'll be doing stuff there. Sometimes I might just be selling bodies with no mouthpieces. It just all depends. What I have available for machines and for time. So we'll just see. And then if I get some crazy idea and I want to do a change, or I come up with something, something, maybe an adjustable whistle or something, then I'll make that change to the body. But I'll always make sure that they can screw into the original mouthpiece, and vice versa. That connection system will be the same. So hope that makes sense. May 25th, $40 each, 7-day sale. Unlimited. Order as many as you want. Shipping's going to take, say a month at the absolute most to fulfill all these. So I guess I'm ready for your questions. Hopefully you guys heard the thing, the spiel. Let's see. So the question is, are they going to be sold as 2-groove and 3-groove on the site? Yes. So there's going to be 6 different body options available on the site. 2-groove, 3-groove brass, 2-groove, 3-groove copper, 2-groove, 3-groove stainless steel. So fantastic question. So anyways, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I'll give you one more demonstration here before we go of the pitches. This here is going to be the 3-groove. So I'm going to blow it again. And we'll go right into the 2-groove. So quite a bit different there. Now the other thing is too, these whistles will not be blown ahead of time. Okay, we have the system dialed in. We've checked a bunch that we're using for prototypes and everything. We know that the system works. It's not like a top where I have to double check it. So the whistle you get will not be touched by anybody's lips here at Billetspin. They will be thoroughly cleaned, and packaged up. You can expect them. We're going to be looking at different packaging, but right now you can plan on them shipping just in the Billetspin bubble bags, in the white box for those of you that have gotten other things from us. So nothing fancy yet, but I will be looking at upgrading our packaging in the future. So yeah, I think that about covers it. We will have the O-ring is, and there is a 011, size 011. And I will have those. If anybody has problems with the O-rings down the road, I'll just ship you out another one. Maybe we'll even include an extra one in the package. But I don't foresee the O-ring wearing out at all. It's pretty solid. So anyways, I think it's going to be good. I can't wait for these things to go up for sale. If at any point you guys have any questions for me personally, you can get a hold of me here on YouTube. You can message me directly. Our email is billetspin@tds.net. And you can email me there, or you could message me on Facebook. We're also on Instagram, Billetspin_tops. So you could DM me there, message me on Facebook, YouTube, email, whatever. Would love to answer any questions that you might have. So thank you so much for tuning in. Really looking forward to this project. I hope you guys enjoy it. Can't wait to see some pictures and some feedback once you guys start getting it. Have yourselves a wonderful day. That's all I got.